Oh, whoops. Looks like I gotta update that. There we go. The Creator Studio. Yeah, that's fine. Live streaming, that's what I needed to do. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna... Here we go. Okay. Well, we're live. We haven't dropped any frames, that's good. How y'all doing, Pokemon Hedgehogs? Yeah, we're definitely going on. Yeah, we're definitely going on this mic. Okay, good. How y'all doing, Pokemon Hedgehogs and Christian Plumbers? The PowerPumpkin Gamer here. Welcome to another stream. This is gonna be a pretty chill stream. This is literally just gonna be me talking about stuff. I'm gonna move. Here's the thing. I need to clear up some space on the desk because I want to. Like, my desk is pretty. Like, my computer desk here is pretty compressed. So, like, I don't have a lot of space to work with. So yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and talk about Nintendo's E3 as I was supposed to. Alright, what is there to say? This E3, I'm gonna start with the bad. I'm gonna start with the bad simply because that's probably a better place to start than with the good. Because there was quite a bit of good stuff. One thing I definitely learned this E3 is that Nintendo realized that they had to, slow it down. They had to step it down a little. Because they seem to have decided that it was a good idea. Like, last year, they went at it. Last year we got confirmation of a new core Pokemon game. We got Metroid Prime 4 announced. I want to say, I was about to say Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta 3 was at the Game Awards. So, we got Metroid Prime 4, we got Pokemon, we got a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to remember what else we got there, but I don't remember off the top of my head what else we got at Nintendo's E3 last year. But we got some confirmation. We got quite a bit of confirmations last year, and it was very well done. It was, yeah, it was very well done. It was all, all that cool stuff. The main thing is this year they decided to not really go all out like they did last year. Last year was like a blowout hit. Nintendo won E3 by a mile. This year, I'm going to agree with pretty much everybody. Microsoft won. Microsoft won E3. I'm going to turn down the gain on my mic just a tad. Microsoft definitely won E3 for me. And that's because Microsoft won mainly because they had the most exciting stuff, really. Um, I'm not like super excited about a lot of the Microsoft like first party IPs. Halo Infinite did get me pretty hyped because I played Halo 5 and that was a fun time. Uh, Halo Infinite though is probably going to be a spin-off, at least from what it seems. We literally got absolutely no gameplay. The entire thing we saw was literally just a demo of the slip space engine. I think that's what they called it, right? I think they called it the slip space engine. But yeah, the pretty much the entire like trailer for Halo Infinite was just a show. The Microsoft kind of showing off their new slip space engine. Them just kind of like kind of buttering you up, getting you ready for Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite looks good. It looks like it'll be a fun time, but there's it's whatever. Halo Infinite, somewhat hype. Gears of War was also announced. Gears 5 was announced, and that weird Gears Pop thing or something I think it was called, which is like a game. Okay. Forza Horizon 4, that looked pretty cool. And MMO Racer is not what I was expecting, but it does look very interesting, I will say. But let's get back to Nintendo. You guys chances are you probably already watched the Nintendo E3 live reaction stream. If you didn't, go watch that. But they just opened up with like a couple games. They opened up with like Daemon X Machina or something like that. Good pun name. I will give them that. That was pretty cool. It literally like I thought it was some kind of Gundam thing at first because it's robots. That's what I saw. It's just robots fighting, and I saw a constant X motif. All right, whatever. Robots fighting. That's Then we got Reggie. Reggie, it's always good to see Reggie. Reggie is the face that you see and you're just immediately like calm because you know he's going to deliver whatever he's talking about. Like he could literally be talking about the end of the world. How we're all going to die because some meteor is hurtling like 5 billion miles an hour straight at us and he'll deliver it and you'll be like, "You know what? I want that. I want it. I want that. I want that thing to hit us." No, but yeah, no. Reggie's the guy, man. Like I love Reggie. If Reggie watches this, which let's be honest, that's like never gonna happen. But I will say Reggie is a great guy. Seems like a great guy. And then they jumped into some more stuff. One of which was Fortnite. It has been, I think, like what, a week? It's been, I think, about a week since Nintendo's E3. Yeah, it's been a little over a week. And I've gotten to play Fortnite on the Switch. It came out that day itself. It was on, I think, the Tuesday. It came on Tuesday. And then the patch for native voice chat came out on Thursday. So Fortnite is the first game on the Switch to have native inbuilt voice chat, which is great, and it works pretty darn well. I have used it multiple times. The only thing I will say is a pain in the ass is the way voice chat works is extremely annoying. I just need to check something real quick. Yo, what's up? What's up, Sky9? Yeah, no, I'm seeing. I do need to see if I can get that thing set up for chat. So I'm actually gonna keep go to bed. No, I'm gonna stay up for a little bit. Mainly I do like I'll do like a live stream this late just because I know it'll archive. And you guys can watch it as a video later, which is cool. Yeah, so where was I? Fortnite. Fortnite's good. I have used the native voice chat, and my friends on well, all of the friends that I've been playing with on Switch, I've used Discord for, which is just better. But my one friend, Brick General, you may know him. He's a pretty small YouTuber. He's pretty low key, pretty down. He's not very popular. He I played with him. He has an Xbox. He plays Fortnite. We played a bunch of duos rounds. Never won a single one. But we got very, very close many times. Uh, so yeah, no, we played Fortnite, and he says my voice is really good. Sometimes it can be kind of quiet, but that could just be the headset that I'm using. I did use like the stock headset that came with my phone, so like it's just like normal earbuds and like the inline mic. I do wish that the Switch had, again, I'm gonna say it as much as I have to, or as much as as until it actually shows up. Bluetooth headset support in this day and age is pretty much necessary for a console. Or you can go the Xbox and PS4 route where you have like a jack in the controller itself. That way you can plug in headphones and they can work wirelessly with the Switch. I understand the Switch is a portable system, so having a headphone jack on the tablet itself makes a lot more sense. But when you're playing in docked mode, when you're playing on a TV, the Switch, like my couch is like a couple yards away from the dock itself. So when I'm playing on my couch, I can't use the native voice chat, so I always have to like slide off the Joy-Con, take out the Switch, and like use my headset in handheld mode. And it's a pain. It is a pain. I wish that they had Bluetooth headset support. That would be very nice. But they don't, so that's a pain. Moving on, they also talked about Pokemon Let's Go. This is something that I am going to be taking a little more time on because of one major thing, and that's the Pokeball Plus. I don't know if they announced the price, but everybody's saying it's $50, so I'm gonna go with everybody else and say it's $50. First of all, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money. To put it into perspective, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, like one of those games is going to be $60. So $10 more than Pokeball Joy-Con. Now, I understand that a Joy-Con by itself, like the right Joy-Con, is somewhere in the range of like $40-50. I know both of the Joy-Cons together is like 80. So a regular Joy-Con is probably also somewhere in the range of $50. I'm actually going to Google it if I can find the price of a regular Joy-Con. There we go. If you were to buy a Joy-Con, can you buy a singular Joy-Con? Alright. I'm going to let this load. But the Pokeball Plus is $50, which to me is insane. Oh. Okay. So one Joy-Con is $50. So that I understand that the Pokeball Plus is priced the same as a regular Joy-Con, which makes sense to a certain extent. And I know for a fact that they couldn't go any higher than 50, because if it was any higher than 50, then we would have a forest fire on our hands. But yeah, no, the Joy-Con or the Pokeball Plus is $50. First of all, I think charging $50 for the Joy-Con is insane. One Joy-Con $50 is insane. I don't care how much technology is packed in there and how hard it is to make. Charging $50 for half of a goddamn controller is unreal. And I realize that one full set of Joy-Con is $80, but that's more than the Pro Controller, which is $70, I'm pretty sure now. And I think they might have even dropped it down because people were complaining about that. And it's $80 for a pair of Joy-Con, which aren't even as good as the Pro Controller. The Pro Controller is better. It's called the Pro Controller for a reason, and the Joy-Con are more expensive, but I digress. The Pokeball Plus I will say, for the $50, you are getting a lot more than just a Joy-Con. The Joy-Con, obviously, all of the Joy-Con features are in there. You got the HD rumble, you got the stick, you got two buttons. The joystick itself clicks in as a button, and there's a button on the top. The Pokeball Plus is a lot smaller than I imagined. Reggie was holding it up when he was promoting it. It's very small, which, again, $50, little insane. But they did specify a lot of the features. For one, it is definitely worth its value. Like, it's $50 and it's a Joy-Con. It's worth the Joy-Con value, but it's also a Pokemon Go Plus, which is $35, which I also think is way overpriced, but that's besides the point. It does function as a Pokemon Go Plus. So it has the $35 value right there. And it is a Pokewalker, which it doesn't, like, the Pokewalker was bundled alongside Heart Gold and Soul Silver, so there wasn't extra, I don't think there was any extra money tacked on to Heart Gold and Soul Silver simply because of the Pokewalker. But it does function as Pokewalker, so it definitely is worth the $50. I just don't think $50 is a reasonable price for any kind of, like, especially for, like, a gimmicky controller like the Pokeball Plus. I want to buy it. Like, it looks cool, and I like the concept of I like the Pokewalker. But I don't know. It seems like a bit of a cash grab. And I think the most annoying part, and the thing that people are very up in arms about, is, as far as we know, the only way to get Mew in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee is to buy the Pokeball Plus, because every Pokeball Plus comes with Mew in it. So you get a free Mew, well, not a free Mew, you get a $50 Mew when you buy a Pokeball Plus. It's not a paywall, because I don't think Mew counts in the original 151 Pokédex, technically. But I will say, for those completionists out there who really want to get 151 and make it fully complete, with Mew and everything in there, it's a little absurd to be charging them to complete, like, 100% the Pokédex. So that is slightly irritating, for sure. And completionists can definitely, back me up or shoot me down on this, whatever you guys think. But at least as far as I'm concerned, I'm probably not going to buy it. I already have a couple of purchases lined up. So I'm probably not going to spend extra money on that specific item. So Pokeball Plus, bit of a rant there, but bottom line, it sounds like it's worth it. I just don't think it is. So they're going to have to sell me on that, like, a lot more, and it's going to have a significant price drop for me to even consider purchasing it. So there's that. Next, let's hop into the actual big meat of Nintendo's presentation, which was Smash Ultimate. And they spent, like, most of their presentation was Smash Ultimate. First of all, we got a confirmation of the name. It's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We got a release date, December 7th, 2018, which was way later than everyone expected. Everyone expected, me included, we all expected a September release to tie into the online service, which begs the question now, how are they going to justify their $20 paid online service? Because, let's be honest, the only games currently that people are, like, super into that are online are Fortnite, which got, like, 2 million downloads in one day, which is pretty insane. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, that gets quite a bit of online traffic. And Splatoon 2, that's Nintendo's crowning jewel when it comes to online play right now. Smash Bros. Is obviously going to overtake it, but let's talk about Ultimate. It's a little late for me. December was not when I was expecting it at all. But whatever, that does give me extra time to save up for it, which is great. I will say this is definitely a more competitive Smash. They did talk a lot about the mechanics of the game. First of all, it's faster than Smash 4, that is for sure. So Melee players rejoice, I guess. Melee, I've never played it myself, but I know for a fact from watching stuff that it is insanely fast and extremely competitive. Like, it is the competitive Smash that people still play. So this seems like a competitive Smash players game. They brought back directional air dodging. So when you're in midair, you can dodge an attack in a specific direction. You can go left or right. Which is cool. Here's the thing. Me personally, I saw like a bunch of the stuff they did. They improved, like, the perfect shield is pretty cool. Like, if you block something at a perfect time, it gives you a split second to counter. They did break, and I know this was a big problem in the Smash 4 community, was the dodge roll, or like I think it's called like a stop dodge or something. Basically, when you dodge in place by rolling, and I know I spammed this a lot in Brawl. When I play with my friends, I spam the dodge roll a lot in Brawl. So what they've done is they've added ending lag to it if you continuously spam it. So, like, if you spam, and they actually showed, like, Pit doing it, if you spam the dodge roll, like, 6 times, then getting back to neutral stance, like, getting back to a neutral normal stance, takes a split second longer than it would if it was just a single dodge roll. Now, what is the timing for that? I don't know. Is it like consecutive dodge rolls, like if you're dodging constantly, or is it like you get like 1 second of time before you execute another dodge roll and it doesn't activate that slowdown, like that lag. Dash dancing is back for certain characters, which is cool. Don't know how it's useful. If any Melee players could let me know, feel free to do so, because I'd like to. Overall, definitely a pretty low-key announcement for me, specifically. Look, I totally understand how competitive Smash players got super excited about this. You know, mid-air, directional air dodging, the stop dodge lag, the dash dancing's back, you know, perfect shields, whatever. I mean, if they bring back wave dashing, I don't even know what wave dashing is. If they bring back canceling or wave dashing, I don't even know what those things mean, but I know competitive players are super into that, and if they bring those mechanics back, or all the mechanics that they already have now are, you know, they're pretty well regarded. And I know the competitive scene's going to have a ball with this, but me as a casual player, a guy that just plays with friends for fun, Smash is the game that, you know, a lot of my friends come over, alright, let's pull out Brawl and just hit each other, like, just smack each other senseless. That's the kind of game that that Smash has always been for me. Smash 4, dabbled in slightly. Definitely spent way more time on Brawl. Never even touched Melee, and I've only played the N64 version through emulation. I've never played the actual N64 version. Brawl has definitely been like my Smash game, and I know it's the most casual Smash game, and you know what? It's perfect for me, because I'm the most casual Smash player. I don't play Smash to play competitively. Like, I'm gonna get the new Smash. I'm gonna get Smash Ultimate for sure, and I'm going to I'm gonna play it. I'm probably not gonna even touch For Glory mode though, because there are gonna be players out there who are like trying to get to the top, and I don't really care. I'm playing the game just for fun. So I probably wouldn't even touch For Glory mode. And then they went into the Treehouse, which was cool. Treehouse, I always liked the Treehouse segments. Now, I'm only going to talk about 2 specific Treehouse segments, which are the Smash and Pokemon Let's Go segments. Smash. Let me actually. I'm not gonna like show the Smash clips, but I am going to show the Pokemon clips. So I'm gonna pull that up on my computer right now as I'm talking about the Smash segments. Smash segments just showed off raw gameplay, which is great. Looks fun, looks very fast, so that's gonna be a bit of a thing to get used to. Oh, I almost forgot the Ridley thing. They finally announced Ridley is a playable character, and he seems broken. So they're gonna have to do quite a bit of nerfing with Ridley, because he seems extremely broken. So that's that's a thing. But the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Treehouse gameplay, they showed off. There was only one segment on it. I'm going to keep muted, but I want to show specific parts of it. So let me switch over to this. They brought in Masada-san to talk about the game. And I want to only show specific clips because I know I'm going to get like copyright stuff. Okay, here in Viridian Forest. Yeah, so, okay, that's the first thing. Free roam Pokemon, you no longer have random encounters. I don't know how to feel about that. On the one hand, I am glad that you can pick and choose. And they specifically show that later with a Pikachu, where you can like specifically track down a certain Pokemon that you want to catch. So I think it's around here. It might be a little further ahead. Yeah. It's like right around here. Oh, that's another thing. The Pokemon box system is completely nixed. There is no box system anymore. There's no PC. There's still a box system, but it's all on your person. There's no more PCs. Which also brings up the question of what's going to happen to Bill. Not Bill Trinan here, no, but like Bill, like, okay. This is what I'm talking about. So, Viridian Forest, it was very rare to find Pikachus. You would always run into Pidgeys and Caterpies and, that kind of crap. But now you can specifically seek out Pikachu, which is cool. But at the same time, the capture mechanic is all Go-based. And as much as everything seems cool, everything else about it seems cool, that is the one thing that really bugs me is the capture mechanic being Go. Look, I got back into Pokemon Go specifically because I know about Go Park, and I'll address that in a second. But I got back into Go, and I've been playing it, and I've been, I like the capture mechanic of Go. It's fun to play. I just don't see myself enjoying the capture mechanic of Go on my TV living room. Like my living room Excuse me, I said that backwards. In my living room TV, it's like, what time is it? It's almost 2 o'clock. Yeah, no, I don't see myself getting used to that. I don't see myself liking it. I just don't. I don't think I'm going to be down for Go Mechanic on my living room TV. It's totally okay if you want to go with Go Mechanic in the game. I think, like, I'll probably, I'll get used to it, I'm sure. I'm just not, I don't know, man. It doesn't seem like I'm going to enjoy it. I just don't feel like I'm going to enjoy it all that much. Yeah, so there's the Go capture mechanic with berries and balls. One good thing is you can seek out a specific Pokemon. I do like that mechanic, which is cool, so you don't have to constantly run into Pidgeys and Zubats and caves and Pidgeys in Viridian Forest, which I like. It's a good system for sure. But I don't know. It's not my thing. I don't know, man. I'm not looking forward to that all that much. Go is not my thing. But all of that pales in comparison to what I think is probably the most I would say scary part about this is how handholdy and easy this game feels. First of all, let's go back a second. All right, she catches the Pikachu. It's cool. She stats for the Pikachu. Right there. Every single Pokemon in your party gains experience points. Can you turn that off? Yes or no? Somebody tell me. Because I know in Sun and Moon, that's how the experience share worked. If you caught a Pokemon or killed a Pokemon or whatever, every Pokemon in your party gets experience. First of all, that started in X and Y, and I hated that mechanic ever since I saw it in X and Y. It made the entire game way too easy. Grinding, I kid you not, I beat the entirety of X and Y without ever grinding once. I don't even own a 3DS. I would play every day on the bus. I would play on my friend's 3DS, and I beat that game within like a week. I'm not kidding you. Like, he barely played at all outside of, like me playing on the bus. So his play hours were literally just cutting out like the middle routes and stuff. That way I could get to the gyms in the cities. But my God, like I was definitely not over leveled, but I still, like, the game was a cakewalk. So the experience share needs to be nerfed. I hope you can turn it off, that like all your party members get experience, because that seems a little broken, just a tad broken. And the other thing is when Pikachu gets to level 9, I'm gonna show you this if I can. When her Pikachu gets to level 9, is this when he gets to level 9? No, it isn't. It's after this. But when her Pikachu got to level 9, I'm gonna see if I can speed this up a little bit. When her Pikachu got to level 9, it learned a certain move, and it's going to seem a little... It's definitely extremely scary for me, because I know I'm probably going to finish this game in like 2 minutes if this is how easy the entire game is going to be. After that battle, did the Pikachu level up? No, he didn't. I know at some point the Pikachu levels up. I think it's after this Oddish. When the Pikachu levels up here, you're going to see the Pikachu levels up, and it learns a very certain move that really scares me as to how easy this game is going to be. For the record, this Pikachu is turning to level 9. It's not after this Oddish. That's my bad. But it is, I know for a fact that it's very soon. So, when the Pikachu gets to level 9. There we go. Pikachu got to level 9, right? Wait for it. Learn the move Double Kick. Pikachu learns Double Kick, a fighting type move, at level 9. This is Viridian Forest. This is before you get to Pewter City. This is before Brock's rock type gym. And you have a Pikachu, which is objectively weak to every single one of Brock's Pokemon, because they're all ground type. Well, they're all part ground type. And a Pikachu that's objectively not going to do any electric damage to them, and it's not going to be very effective overall, because Pikachu at this point in the game should only know normal and electric type moves. And, not status condition moves, but like status inflection, like lowering defense and stuff. Those kinds of moves. However, this Pikachu is going to know a fighting type move, and I watched Game Explain's thing on this as well. Eevee also learns Double Kick. So both Pikachu and Eevee are going to learn fighting type moves before the rock type gym. You're going to go in there with your starter Pokemon already having a super effective move against the gym leader. This is extremely scary concerning how easy this game is going to be. And the other thing is the hand-holdiness. I'm going to skip way ahead. Well, first of all, I'm going to show you the rival. This is another thing that I'm not a huge fan of. Trace, the rival. I guess, I don't know. The rival is nice to you. It's not blue, as you can obviously see. It's not blue. But this rival is nice to you. He's telling you about the gym leader. If you ready for and he gives you 5 potions. 5 potions. First of all, this early in the game, that's too much. This guy is nice to you. First of all, can I just say, the rivals being nice to you has been a thing pretty much ever since Gen 3. But they always seem to maintain a sense of rivalry, again, up until X and Y. First of all, X and Y's whole rival system was a mess. There were like 4. Shauna, Serena or Kevin, Tierno, and Trevor. Yeah, 4. There were 4, and then there was your character. There were 4 rivals. First of all, Tierno and Trevor kind of got sidelined. You and Shauna had this weird romantic thing, and then Serena just kind of exists. Or is it Kevin or Caleb? Something like that. Whatever. They just kind of exist. And they're like occasionally there to help you out. And then Sun and Moon got like, they focused up at least in Sun and Moon. There was only one rival, technically 2, in Gladion. But it was just How, and I guess you could consider Gladion. Gladion was still kind of nice to you, especially towards the end. And How is he's just a lovable goofball. Like, I like How, but I'm not really a super huge fan of, like, the extremely nice. How reached the point of extremely nice. Hugh, from Black 2 and White 2. First of all, I'm not the biggest fan of Hugh and his whole storyline with the Purloin. It was a little lacking, especially compared to what we saw in Black and White. But Hugh was the last, for me, he was the last good rival. I love Wall, and especially his battle theme in Oras. Have you heard that thing? That theme is amazing. Ooh. We got some hardcore frame dropping. Youch. Okay. I think we're back. Wally had the greatest theme in Oras. Hugh was, for me, the last good... he was the last good rival. Wally was great. I like May and Brendan. May a little more than Brendan, considering I've used the boy avatar more times than Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I kind of like, not like too much. First of all, I'm not like the biggest fan of Gen 4 in general, and I completely am blanking on the guy's name here, but the rival from Gen 4, I thought he wasn't bad either. He was a little bit of a klutz, but overall I thought he was pretty good. Bianca and Sharon especially was great. Bianca was definitely weaker, but she's kind of on the same level as the Gen 4 guy. She's also kind of a klutz, and she's like not the best. She was always kind of nice to you. I liked Bianca because she had her own story arc, first of all, as to how they, like, and I'll get back to this about theme, but like they all had their own, they all tied into the theme of the game, which was like truth and ideals and that kind of stuff. Sharon was kind of like the truth guy, like his truth is being strong, being the strongest, being champion is your only, that was his only goal. That was his truth, his ideals or his truth. With Bianca, the only thing she really had were her ideals. Like, she didn't know what her truth was, so she planned to figure that out through her ideals. And it ties into the whole theme of truth and ideals from Black and White, which was great. It was a great thing. I loved it. And N isn't he's sort of a rival, but not really, because he's kind of the boss of the evil team. I know it ends up being Getsus, but like N is kind of a rival and kind of the boss of the evil team. N was a great rival as well because his path pretty much was your own. He was kind of a blank slate until Getsus made him pick a side, essentially, with Zekrom or Reshiram. And either way, your character, whether your ideal was to stop him or your truth was that you had to stop him, truth, I think, was Reshiram, and ideals is Zekrom. Your truth was, when you caught Reshiram, your truth was that you had to stop N and Getsus' plan. If you got Zekrom, your ideals were to stop Getsus' plan. So there was, there's always that tie-in to the theme. Hugh was also pretty good. He wasn't as good as Sharon or N for sure, but he was also okay. I didn't like his subplot with the Purloin, but he was still kind of a nice guy. But it came off much better because, well, he's been your friend for a while, so it makes sense that he would be a nice guy. It makes sense that you and him would do a ton of stuff together. It makes sense that he would confide in you about stuff. It makes sense that he would be your point guy. He would be the guy you go to for your bachelor party. So Hugh was a pretty good thing. I'm not a huge fan of rivals being nice in general. I really like Silver. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Gen 2. Gen 2 was pretty good for me, but I like the Gen 4 Johto remakes a little better. And then Gen 2, simply because they upgrade a lot of stuff. First of all, running shoes, walking with your Pokemon, the music, but running shoes for sure. That was a great addition. But I like Silver, and I especially love his tie-in with Giovanni being Giovanni's son. So that was cool. Yeah, no, so I'm not a huge fan of the rivals being nice to you. I will say, walking with your Pokemon is cool. I like walking with Pokemon returning. Pokemon Center, the Pokemart is, I feel like this is a step back, and I understand that it's just because, but the Pokemart is now outside of the Pokemon Center, and I realize that they did this on purpose because it's Kanto, but it still feels like a step back having to go to a separate place for the shop and a separate place for healing. That was the perfect thing where the Pokemart was inside of the Pokemon Center, and I think Gen 5 was the first to do that, so yeah, Gen 5. 2-player mode, that's also really cool. I will say, I like the 2-player mode. Oh, this is another thing. There are like little side quests everywhere. Like, for example, I'm going to skip past this one just because it's kind of dumb. But this chick wants to go to the museum, and her Slowpoke doesn't want to go. So she's like, hey, could you watch the Slowpoke for a while? And it's literally just you looking at a Slowpoke for like, a little bit. And then she comes back, gives you a big pearl. I skipped a little too far ahead. But this is another extremely scary thing. First of all, I will start with the positives. This does have a very anime feel to it because there are people in the stands. If I can go back just a tad. There are people in the stands watching you battle, and that is very reminiscent of the anime, which is cool. I do like that. I like that addition of people in the stands. This guy's always here, but this is probably the scariest part, again, this is definitely the scariest part concerning difficulty of this game. This guy is going to say, only knows the type matchups. So, there are a few Pokemon that have advantage, but for trainers who have never played, or challenged a gym before, played a Pokemon game, essentially, we have them use either grass or water type Pokemon. That's extremely scary to me because that means you're forced in to having a grass or water type Pokemon. Now, I understand that this could just be limited to Pewter City, and maybe later on during the game they never do this again, and maybe this is never even mentioned. Maybe in the final game this isn't even a thing, but this has me very, very, very scared for the difficulty level of this game. It's going to be really easy if this is even a somewhat recurring thing, even if this is in the first gym. But, you know what, I mean, at least Viridian Forest is easy, you know, you can get to Viridian Forest before you can catch a grass type, that's fine. I don't think they challenge Brock in the demo stuff that is shown, or do they? No, they challenge this random trainer. They don't challenge Brock. Pokeball Plus, we already talked about that. So that's pretty much all I have to say concerning Pokemon Let's Go. My main thing is that it seems like it's going to be really easy. It seems like it's going to... I'm very scared for the level of ease that it seems to be showing. I'm very scared for the, like I said, difficulty. And the overall capture mechanic seems a little wonky. I hope they can fix that in the final game. Look, if they're going with Go capture mechanic, that's fine. I like Pokemon Go. But here's the thing for me. I know this game is supposed to be a mainline game. And I know this. They said that this game does not affect the core games, blah, blah, blah. Based on this game's sales, it might affect it slightly. Hopefully they keep the positives and outright remove the negatives. Go capture mechanic, get rid of it after this game. Let it stick to Pokemon Go. I understand why they need it for this game, because this is supposed to be like a stepping stone. Like, hey, there were a lot of people that liked Pokemon Go. There were a lot of people that jumped on board that ship. But, like, now we need people to jump to the Switch. So this is like their stepping stone. So it's like, hey, people who got introduced to Pokemon with Pokemon Go, or people that were, like, super in love with Pokemon Go, come back, right? Come back to Pokemon, check out the cool stuff we have, and then this game also keeps the traditional battle mechanic. So battling Pokemon is like the exact same, so this introduces like a normal battle mechanic. First of all, Go battles suck. Need to throw that out there. They suck. They absolutely suck. But this is a good way to introduce Go players to the normal Pokemon style. I just hope that, you know, we go back to normal Pokemon after this game next year. And it's already been confirmed, 2019, we're getting our actual Pokemon game. First of all, thank God. I will say, thank God that they made it next year and not this year. Because next year, now they have plenty of time to come up with ideas and good writing, good characters, good Pokemon, good descriptions, good locations, good, you know, everything. They can just fine-tune everything to make this game like the best Pokemon game ever. Let's Go looks fun, I will say. I'm definitely going to be picking it up either way. Don't know how much I'll be recording. I don't know how much I'll be uploading to the channel, but it looks fine. They are going to need a bit more to pull me into it looks good. But I'm going to be buying it either way. So, that's, you know, whatever. So, that's pretty much all I had to say. And I'll do some, like, final thoughts with Smash Ultimate. Smash Ultimate looks like it's going to be fine as well. Like I said, Smash Ultimate looks like it's really made for the competitive scene. Competitive players, competitive, you know, all of that competitive stuff. That's who Smash Ultimate is made for. I'm sorry if I'm switching to that. That's basically so I can see my chat and see if anything else has popped up on the chat. Smash Ultimate looks like it's going to be a Smash Bros. Game for Smash Bros. Competitive players, not for me, casual player. Now, I'm still going to buy it, because I'm going to have people, and when I have people and we're going to just play, it's going to be a good time. We're going to have a good time. But it's definitely made more for the competitive Smash scene. which is good. I understand that, and this competitive Smash scene is extremely big. So I understand why Sakurai would want to do that. Smash Bros. Is a competitive game. And it's cool that he's acknowledging and even, like, just straight up, like, giving a gimme. Like, Smash Bros. Ultimate is a gimme to competitive players because it has everything they want. I will say, one great thing is that every fighter is back, and I know there were quite a couple that would be kind of hard for Nintendo to get. Cloud, off the top of my head, is one I could think of. Snake, I know for a fact, is one that Sakurai definitely had an issue with putting in the game because Metal Gear, like the franchise, is owned by Konami. First of all, Konami is just a horrible company. If you don't know why, just Google it, because there are many articles and many videos describing how Konami sucks and how they're mistreating all of their big properties. And also, there's a whole thing on Kojima, and I know I've heard that Sakurai is still good friends with Hideo Kojima, the creator of the Metal Gear games. Kojima was fired from Konami and left to create his own production studio, which is working on Death Stranding, which again has me more confused than it does excited, just because I have no idea what's going on with that game. So that's a game that's cool. That's, fine. So I know for a fact that was personally very hard for Sakurai to do, is put Snake in Ultimate, because that would be like a personal dilemma, like, oh, should I appease the fans and put Snake in there because Snake's one of the players from Brawl, you gotta have him in there. But at the same time, if I do that, it's kind of gonna be a dick move to my good friend Kojima. But he ended up putting him in there. I hope Sakurai and Kojima are still on good terms, because both of them are genius game creators. Both of them are, like, they're veterans of their field, and they're just amazing. They've made great games. Kirby, not my cup of tea. Smash Bros, though, is friggin' awesome. Kid Icarus Uprising, haven't played all that much of it, but it was pretty good. I liked it. I liked what I played. And I've played Metal Gear Solid 5 for a little bit. I haven't played too much. I haven't played a lot, and I hear it's like extremely good, but I've only played like an hour into it. But what I did play, my God, that was an amazing time. I rented it for a week, and I only really found enough time to play for an hour. But yeah, no, Metal Gear Solid 5 seems like a great game. Both Kojima and Sakurai are like geniuses, and they're just amazing developers. So I hope that they're still on good terms, even though Snake is in Smash, and that obviously Konami and blah blah blah. But Smash Bros. Ultimate seems like a great game. I'm definitely picking it up. I'm definitely picking up 2 games this year. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, or Let's Go Eevee. I'm gonna be picking up Let's Go Eevee, and Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Those are my 2 games of the year. Smash Bros. Ultimate, who knows, could be a contender for Game of the Year. Could be. There are quite a bit of good games that I've seen coming out this year. Spider-Man looks like a pretty good one. So that's about it, guys. That's going to wrap up this stream. That went on for almost an hour, and it is 2:16 a.m. now where I live. Jesus Christ. I have the most unhealthy sleep schedule I have ever seen. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy the stream, please leave it a like. If you guys are watching the archive footage, which is mainly why I streamed this, streams, you can literally like go for a while and you can just say what you want off the cuff for like a much longer time than like a regular video. I'll probably put out a regular video as well, kind of summarizing this, but this is kind of like my in-depth personal feelings on everything. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this, please do leave a like down below. Comment below how hype you are for Smash Bros. Ultimate and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. As well as, let me know down below if you guys will be picking up the Pokemon Go Plus. Because that seems like a pretty cool thing. I just don't think it's worth that $50. Like, objectively, yes, it is worth the $50. If you're taking into account just the facts, just all of that about it, it is definitely worth the $50. However, I, subjectively, do not think it is. I just don't. It doesn't seem like my cup of tea. Like, I love the Pokewalker feature, and I kind of want it just for the Pokewalker feature and for the novelty of having a Pokeball that's a controller, which is just awesome. But I don't know, man. It seems like a bit of a cash grab. Not like super into it. So let me know if you guys are gonna be excuse me. Let me know if you guys are gonna be picking that up. Subscribe to alerts when new videos come out, as well as when my streams go up live. Videos where I like sit in front of a camera to talk, or streams where I stream gameplay. I do stream gameplay as well as reactions to new things live on this channel. And I also have, gameplay videos, which have been a little more scarce, but I do have footage that I have recorded. I've just been lazy on editing and uploading it. And hit the bell to join the notification squad and get alerts every single time a new video drops, because YouTube is, just that way. If you really want notifications, you gotta hit the bell. And share with your friends about YouTubers such as myself. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for enjoying the stream. I'll see you guys next time. My lights. Wait, 1 second. Before I go. My lights are out.